Welcome back all of you. Today also I am going to discuss few more programs by using list. See the first question. So before going to that question, I just forgot to discuss about the sum function. It's a function which is used to find the sum of the elements in a list. Sum is a function which is used to find the sum of the elements in a list. Comes under function topic. Now I'll show you comes under here. This is a function topic. So we studied few functions, that is len, min, max, and one more function, that is sum. Okay, so sum is used to find out the sum of the elements in a list. See example is written over there. And see the first question. Write a program to find the mean of elements present in a list. What do you mean by mean? Mean means average of the elements present in a list. That you have to find out the average of elements present in a list. Average means first you have to find out the sum of the elements and divided by total number of elements. Find out the sum of the elements divided by total number of elements. Sum you can find out either by using the sum function or without using the sum function also we can find out the sum. So that we can try out here. Question mean. Find the mean of the elements present in a list. Mean of elements present in a list. So the first step we have to create a list. Empty list is created and I am assigning the value here and the while loop, checking the condition. It is small letter y or opt is equal to capital letter Y. This is a condition part, while loop condition. And next you have to find out next you have to input the first element. I am going to input the first element. Then you have to add that element into the list. So that is appended. Next step, you have to ask to the user whether do you want to repeat or not. Yes. So that loop will be repeated like this. Okay, it's clear. Now you just created the list and list contain few elements are there. Next you have to find out the mean of these elements. The first step you have to find out the sum of these elements. So for that I am not using the sum function. I am just going to use normal program to find out the sum of the elements in a list. See, instead of using sum I am just using s is equal to 0. Initial value of s is 0. S is the variable to find out the sum of the elements of the list. Okay. Next I am using the for loop for k in L. So I am taking each element from this list k in L. One by one I are extracting the elements from the list and adding along with s. So s is equal to s plus k. Normal procedure, taking one element, adding along with s, taking the next element that is also added with s till you reach at the end of the list. Same procedure will be repeated. Now you will get the sum of the elements inside the variable s. Now I am going to find out the mean. So to find out the mean, total sum of the elements divided by total number of elements. You can find out the total number of elements in a list by using the function len. len is used to find out the length of the string, length of the list. Length of the list means total number of elements in a list. So here we want to find out the total number of elements in the list. Sum of the elements in a list divided by total number of elements. So I am going to find out the total number of elements in a list by using the function len, or you can use a count variable to find out the total number of elements. That also you can use it. Here I am going to use len function to find out the length of the list. So k equal to len. Total number of elements in the list L will be there in the variable k, and mean equal to sum. Sum is there in the variable s divided by total number of elements k. Now you can print it. Print mean of the elements present in the list. Elements of a list. Mean of the elements present in the list is mean itself. Check it, you understood or not? Instead of this for loop, Instead of using this for loop, you can use the sum function to find out the sum of the elements. Just run this program and see the answer. First element 45. Do you want to continue? Yes. Next element 23. Again yes. Next element 12. No. So you will get the mean as 26.6. So that is 45 plus 23 plus 12 divided by 3. That is mean. That is all about that program. See the next question. Next question is this one. Write a program to search an element in a list. Program to search an element in a list. You have to check, you have to create the list. After that, you have to accept an element from the user. Check the same element is present in the list or not. There is a logic. First, create the list, and you have to accept the search element and check whether the search element is present in the list. If it is present, you give the proper message. If it is not present, give that message. That is all about that question. I'll try out that program here. First step, we have to create the list. So I'm not creating the list because already it's there. So this is the way you can create a list. I'll change the comment statement. Search an element. Search an element in a list. Yes, search an element in a list. Say this is a comment statement. Now using this code, you can create a list. And after that, next step, you have to search an element. So first next step, you have to input the search element. So S is equal to input, enter the search element, the element which is to be searched. So that is accepted here. That is there in the variable S. Now using the for loop, we can search it. Take one by one element from the list. Check it that element is same as S or not. Take one by one element from the list. How can you take one by one element from the list? This is the way you can take one element from the list, one by one element from the list, and check it whether it is same as S or not. So if K equal to S, if K equal to S means that element present in the list, right? So if K is the first element and you are checking whether that element is same as S. If it is present, then you can say, if it is equal, then you can say that element present in the list. Now I can give the message print element present in the list. Only that message I can give this way. If I am doing the program in this way, I can give the message in this way, but I cannot say in which position I find out that element. Understood? So I am extracting one element at a time and checking whether it is same as S. If both are equal, then I can say element is present. But I cannot say which position that element is there in the list. That position I will not get it. I can say only the element present in the list. Now I am just closing that one. So proper message is displayed over there. Now I am going to set a variable f is equal to 1. Why I am using this one, that I will explain later, not now. Just listen. F is equal to 1. Initially I am setting f as 0 here. Initial value of f as 0. Now that loop will be repeated. You will take each element and check it whether it is S. If it is S, then you will say the element present in the list. If it is not, again you are taking the same element. Now see then outside this loop. Now outside this loop, if f is equal to 0, what is the meaning? What is the meaning if f is 0? If you find out the element in the list, you are changing f as 1. If your f is 0 means that element is not present in the list. Now did you understood what is the use of that variable f there? I am using an additional variable f which is initially set as 0, and if element is there, if you find out the element there in the list, I am setting this f as 1. Only if you find out the element in the list, your f become 1. Otherwise, your f is 0. Now outside the loop, I am checking if f is 0. If the value of f is 0 itself, it is not changed. If the value of f is 0, then I can say print element not found in the list. Element not found in the list. Element not found in the list. So that is a message. I think all of you understood the concept, all of you understood the logic. So this part you will create the list, and this is you are accepting the element that is to be searched in the list, and you are extracting one element at a time and checking that element is equal to the search element. If it is equal, you are giving the proper message that the element present in the list. Only the message you can give, but we cannot say in which position, which location, which index position that element is there. That we cannot say now. Using this method, we cannot say in which location, in particular in which index location the element is there. That we cannot mention over here. And if you find out the element, I am setting that's f as 1. Only when you find out the element in the list, you are setting f as 1. Otherwise, your f becomes 0 itself. Now, outside the loop, I am checking whether f is 0. If it is 0, that means element is not there in the list. If element is there in the list, you will set f as 1. That is all about the program. Just run and see the answer output. So, the first element 56, continue, yes. Now, 34, again yes. Now, 78, again yes. One more element I am going to give, 89. Now, it is no. It is asking for the search element. Search element is 78. So, element present in the list. Now, I will run this same program one more time. Yes, element 67. Yes, next is 34. One more element, that is 89. No, I just want to search the element 100. Yes, 100 is not there in the list. Okay, see, check it whether you understood or not. So, this type of searching is known as linear search. Searching an element in a list, checking each element whether it is same as the search element. This logic, this type of searching is known as linear search. Comparing each element with the search element. That is known as linear search. Go through the program logic one more time. This is the list creation. You just accept the search element and extracting each element from the list, and whether it is that element is equal to the search element. If it is equal, giving the proper message. Otherwise, you are saying the element is not found in the list. Now, the same program you can do it by using another method. There I can say in which position I find out that element also. So, here first copy down this program in this way. Copy down the program, the same method you can apply here. Just copy down the program. Now, I will write the second method. Instead of using for loop in this way, I am going to use the range for loop. For k in range, len of L. You know what is the purpose of len? That will find out the total number of elements in the list. So, k in range of the length. So, that means if you have 5 elements, k in range of 5. Or if you have 10 elements, k in range of 10. And so, using this for loop, you will get the position, index position of each element in the list. The other one will give you, the other for loop will give you only the element. Using this for loop, we will get the index position of each element in the list. Now, I can check if L is the list, L of k equal to yes. L of k equal to yes. L of 0 equal to L of 0th value is equal to yes. Or L of 1 equal to yes. L of 2 equal to yes. So, you are using the index position, you are extracting the element. And if it is equal, I can give the message element found at location. Element found at location. I can say element found at location k. Now, You can say the element found at location k, kth location. So that means if your element is at 0th location, if L of 0 equal to L, if k is 0, that means L of 0 equal to S. That means the element found at location 0. If it is found, then you can say F equal to 1. Now you can check the other condition outside the loop. If F equal to 0, then print not found. Print not found. I'll run the program and see the answer. Element 67, yes. Next is 45, yes. Next is 90, again yes. Now, next one more element, 900, no. I just want to search 90. Search element is 90. See then, this is 0th element, 1, 2, 3. The position based on, in list, the element position is, first element position at 0th location. So that is why I just count it as 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So I just want to search 90. 90 is at location 3. Just check it. 90 is 0, 1, 2. Sorry, 90 is location 2. So that is why the element found at location 2. Now, if you are counting it as 1, the first element you are counting it as 1, then 1, 2, 3. This will be at position 3. So, if you want to display the position as normal manual method, then you can say it is k plus 1. Then you will get the correct answer. So, that means count is not starting with 0. First element 56, yes. Next element 34, no. I just want to search 56. So I can say found at location 1. Instead of displaying it as 0th location, now it is showing it as 1. That is only difference. So if you are using this for loop, then you will get the index position, or you will get the position where you find out that element. So that is all about that program. Copy down the second method also. Now next question, write a program to find the frequency of elements in a list. Frequency of elements in a list. How many times each element present in the list. We have a lot of elements will be there in the list. Check it, each element how many times present in the list. See the logic. This is a logic to find the frequency of elements in a list. Take each element from the list and check whether it is available in another list L1. Just consider two lists. First list is L and second list is L1. L is the original list and L1 is another list. And take each element from the list L and check it is available in L1. L1 is initially empty. If it is not available in L1, using the count function, you can check how many times that element present in L. And you can display the value. Then that element you have to add to the list L1. I'll give an example. Here L is the original. This is the original list. L1 is empty. Nothing is there in L1 now. Now the first step, take the first element from L. The first element is 45. Check whether this 45 is present in L1. 45 is not present in L1. Now, using the count function, you can check how many times 45 present in L. Right? So, I can write a statement like this. P equal to L dot count of 45. L dot count of 45. L is the list. You are checking how many times 45 present in L. Now that will be there in the variable P, that I can print it over there, P. Now after that, you just want to add that element into the L1 list. Add 45 into L1 list. Using the append function, you can add this 45 into L1. So I am adding 45 into this list. Again the same procedure, repeat the same procedure. Take the next element 34. Check the 34 is present in the list or not. Now I got it for here. I can say 45 present 1, 2, 3, 45% 3 times. So I'll write it over there. The first time 45% 3 times. Now the next element is 34. I'll write it over here. The next element is 34. Again, you check 34 is present in L1. It is not present. If it is present, then you don't want to count it. So now 34 is not present in L1. If it is not present, again using the same count function, you can write it like this: count of 34. L dot count of 34. Checking whether how many times 34 is present in L. So 34 is present twice. So you will get 3 in this variable P, and that 3 will be displayed here. And after that, you just add this 34 into this L1 list. Add 34 into this L1 list. Take the next element, 67. See, the next element is 67. Using the count function, you can check it how many times the 67 present in this list. See, how many times 67 present in the list. Say you can say 1, 2. 2 times 67 is present in the list. So 2 will be displayed. Again, just add this 67 into this list itself, L1. 67 is added into L1. Now, take the next element, 45. Check it, 45 is there in L1. Yes, it is already there. That means 45 is already counted. Again, you don't want to count that 45. Understood? 45 is already there, and the first element of the list is 45. So 45 already counted, and you said that 45 is present 3 times. Again, the same 45 is occur here, and again you don't want to check how many times 45 present in the list, because this is already, that 45 is already there in L1. Clear? Understood, all of you? So you don't want to check it. Again, take the next element, 34. Check whether 34 is present in L1. Yes, 34 is already present. If it is already present, means the count is already done. So again, you don't want to do the count there for the 34. Now take 67. 67 is already there in L1. Again, you don't want to count it for the 67. Take the next element, that is 89. See, this next element is 89, which is not there in L1. So you have to count it by using the count function. After counting, just add that element into this list L1. This is the logic. Understood? Take one element from the old list or original list. Check this element is present in the second list. If it is not present, using the count function, you can count how many times it is present. And after that, display it. Then add this element into the new list. That is the logic behind to find out the frequency of each element in the list. Right? Now, I'll try out that program here. This is a code to create a list. I'm not repeating the same code again. So, the same method we are using throughout this program. Next, we just want to add one more list. I'm just declaring an empty list, L1. L1 is empty initially. Now, we have to take one by one element from the original list. So, I am going to take for K in L. You will get one by one element from L. Now, check whether that element present in L1 or not. Check that element present in L1 or not. If it is not present, then only we need to count it. So, I can use if K not in. Did you study this operator not in anywhere? Yes, we studied along with string and we studied along with the list also. In the first class, in the list, the first video of the list chapter, we studied about different operators: plus concatenation operator, into replication operator, in and not in operator. Different types of operators we studied in list. Same operator, K not in L1. K not in L1. K is the first element of L, and you are checking it is there in L1 or not. Yes, if k is not in L1, if it is not present in L1, using the count function, I can check how many times the k is present in L. So I can write L dot count of p. P is the, so not p, L dot count of k. K is the element, right? So now you are checking how many times k is present in the list L. And that value will be stored in the variable p. Now I can use the print statement, print k is present in the list, k is present in the list p times, okay. Then after that you have to now, yes, after that you have to add that element into the list L1. Into the list L1 you have to add that element. So that means I can write L1 dot append which element? Element k, that is added. Procedure is same. Taking first element from L, checking it is there in L1. If it is not there, you are using the count function. After that, you are copying that element into L1. That is why L1 dot append of k. Again, the loop will be repeated. You are taking the second element, checking that is there in L1. If it is not present, using the count function, you will find out the count. And after that, this element you are adding along with L1. So that is all about that program. Now run this program and see the answer. Element 56, yes. Next is 45, again yes. It is 56, yes. 23, yes. 45, no. You can say 56 twice, 45 twice and 23 one time. That is all about that program. Just go through the program once again. First step, just creation of the list. Second step, you're searching, finding out how many times that element present in the list using the count function. Right? That is all about that program. Copy down the program, try out in Python. Now the remaining topic, yes, that is all about that chapter. Next class, I will start the next chapter. Okay, thank you.